Good day, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Yesterday was a big hurdle for us here, me specifically. And since I've been learning how to farm, yesterday was probably the hardest day that I've had to get through. Hey, Lucille. Hey, girl. How are we? You're such a sweet and gentle girl. Yesterday was one of hopefully only 2 bad days for the pigs. And yesterday was castration day for the 4 Kunekunes we've got here on the property. Now, I'm hoping to walk down and see them and shoot this video, but we're pretty windy again today, as we have been lately. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to do much down there, but we're gonna walk down and see how they're doing today. We're almost 24 hours post-surgery, so we're gonna go check on them and see how they're doing. Hey guys, how are y'all doing? Most of them are still getting up a little bit and rooting around some, so that's not too bad. I tried filming down there, but the wind's too much, so we're back up here. But I was thinking about yesterday, and I actually thought of a conversation I used to have, or I guess a statement I've made a few times, you know, to a friend of mine who's a paramedic, and we were talking about some of the things that he had seen and done. And I always joke that, well, there's a reason I work on computers and inanimate objects. I'll let you deal with that. Yesterday was a little bit of a, confirmation of that. We took care of all 4 of the pigs, and I've studied on this. As I said before, I spent a lot of time studying. In fact, I'll study something almost to death. And so it's not that I hadn't seen the process, watched it, never in person. And of course, it's a little bit different when you're physically, wrestling with pigs. And they're not happy about it, as I don't think any person would be. And one of the challenges that I have just in general is that I almost emphasize too much. Not to say that you shouldn't be empathetic to the animals. I think that's what actually separates a caring farmer from somebody who just doesn't care. But having not been through that, yesterday was, just a tough day. It was something I knew I was going to have to do, something I knew I would have to get through. It's a little bit different when you actually, get yourself into it. But I'm glad we went ahead and, got through that. That was one of the kind of the first big hurdles, I think. And for anybody that's trying to get into farming that's never done it, particularly with animals, there are going to be good days and there are going to be bad days. And not to say that yesterday was necessarily a bad day, but it was definitely a challenging day. And the reason I'm kind of telling this story is just that I think it's important for people to know that, maybe you're not seeing it up close, but, I do care for the animals. I really do. I want them to have the best. And I think that's what we're called to do, is to care for, the animals. The good news is I think I'm in a position now where, if I had to do this on my own, I think I could get through it. I took a little bit of a crutch yesterday. A friend of mine that actually come by has done this before, to show me how to do it. And I really thought that, after getting through the first one, maybe 2, that I would be able to, do the other 2. The reality is that I may have been able to, but just to be honest, I copped out a little bit. I was a little bit worried about getting started and not being able to finish, and I wanted it to be as quick for the pig as possible. I did hold all 4 of the pigs, so definitely got up close and personal. They peed on me. That was fun. I guess I can't blame them. I'd do whatever I could to get out of that situation myself. But as I said earlier, the main reason I'm telling the story is I just think that it's important for people to know that, with all the good days, there are, occasional bad days. And this was, not necessarily a bad day, but it was not a great day either. Another reason is I think that it's really important to face those challenges. If you're going to raise animals, you have to care for those animals. And sometimes that means doing things you just simply don't want to do. And you could, if you could, ask my wife, she'd tell you. I did not want to do yesterday. I knew it was necessary. I wanted to do it from the simple perspective of I needed to know that, hey, we've got to do this. But I didn't want to do it because simply I knew what that was going to be like, and I did not want to go through that. I also think that if you can't get through stuff like that, then this isn't something for you. This isn't something that you need to be doing. You know, you've got to be able to handle those situations and get through those. And that's just the, we'll call it the ugly side of raising animals. Apologies, I'm rambling a little bit. I just wanted to talk a little bit about how, you know, yesterday was a really challenging day for me, but we got through it, and I feel like I'm better for it. And thank you, you know, to the man that came and, you know, took care of everything and showed us what to do. So, you know, we'll stop rambling. Thanks for watching. You have a good rest of your day.